Hey you guys, happy Friday. It's Ani. I have such good news for you. I have come out with a brand new specific person course. All of my courses have been so amazing. This feedback all of you have sent in from all my courses: Manifest Your SP Now, Money in Abundance, Self-Concept, Remove the Third Party. So many amazing success stories from my courses, and I'm so thankful for you guys that invested in yourself, you trusted my content, and you saw results, and you sent in the feedback. So grateful for that. If you guys have seen any of my old videos, if you have seen any of the community posts, my shorts, I share a lot of my course success stories in there. So this new course is called Master Your Mind and Manifest Your SP Now. And the reason I chose it to be called Master Your Mind is because in this course, I am focusing more on, I really studied all the success stories that I have shared, everything they've done, whether it was one-on-one sessions or even the course client that told me things that they've added to their routines, whatever. I really studied all that, and I kind of fit it into this course, Master Your Mind, Manifest Your SP Now. The difference between this course and my original Manifest Your SP Now course is this one is going to be more focused on you pretty much mastering your mind and calming that internal world within. This is for some of you that may be battling with yourself. You're worried about timing. You're worried about you feeling exhausted that you haven't manifested your SP yet, and what you can do to see some progress there. The original Manifest Your SP Now course is still super effective. I'm still getting so many of you guys sending in amazing successes on that one. These are going to be different. The original one, Manifest Your SP Now, is focused more on affirmations and reprogramming that mind. This one is also reprogramming the mind, mastering your thoughts, assumptions, embodying the new version of you, and not feeling exhausted anymore with manifesting. I feel like that's one thing I really focused on, is to create this routine where you don't feel exhausted manifesting anything. Your life is not meant to be a struggle. You're not meant to always feel like you're struggling or you're trying too hard to get what you want. This is a journey, and you are entitled to your desires. The reason why you even desire anything is because that reality is waiting to be experienced by you. So I talk about so much in this new course. I really put my all into it. I put in my all in all of my courses, you guys, and I create my courses in a way where that's how I would want to be taught, right? So if you're interested in Master Your Mind and Manifest Your SP Now course, links will be in the description box down below. I can't wait to hear you guys see evidence and success, and just investing in yourself, in your inner world, and knocking this out of the park, you guys. All right, so I do want to mention something. Valentine's Day was a few days ago. I also had an experience along my journey while I was manifesting my SP where there was a Valentine's Day I did not spend with him. There were holidays I did not spend with SP, and I want you to know that you're not working on this for just that day. Just remember, give yourself a little wake-up call. You're not doing this just for that day. You're doing this for commitment, right? You want to maintain what you manifest. You don't want to just do it for one holiday. You don't want just a text. You don't want just a call. You want consistency, and you want to maintain your manifestation. And that is what I want you to learn. Whether it's through my YouTube videos, whether it's through the courses, whether it's through one-on-one coaching, however it is, I want you to look at this last Valentine's Day as there is going to be so many more Valentine's Days to come that I can experience with my SP. I am right now on a journey learning about myself, learning about my thoughts, learning about my limiting beliefs, learning about my triggers, learning about how to embody the best version of myself and manifest the best version of my specific person that chooses me. So do not worry, you guys. I remember, I know it hurts sometimes. I know you feel like, ugh, what if nothing plays out? What if too much time has passed? What if the third party matters more? I get it. I get it. You would be surprised how things unfold. And it always unfolds in such an amazing way. That's what I love about this whole thing. You may wake up one day and think it's just another day. It's just another failure day. No news from SP. And you don't know what that evening will bring. I've had so many clients, so many success stories, even my personal success stories, where it just felt so good. Like you waking up that day, you feeling like, oh, maybe it's just another day. Maybe I just have so much more work to do in this manifesting journey of mine, blah, 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 blah. And then boom, you get a breakthrough that night. And it's all worth it. You're literally just like, I don't even care that I didn't spend that last Valentine's Day with them. I'm going to spend Christmas. I'm going to spend New Year's. I'm going to spend Thanksgiving. I'm going to spend Labor Day, Memorial Day, all these other days to come going forward for years and years on out, right? That's what we want. You guys, one of my course clients, we were talking in our session, in our last session. One of my course clients, she did the self-concept course and manifest money and abundance course, money and abundance course bundle. She did that. She hasn't started the money course yet, but she was working on self-concept. So these were her circumstances, which circumstances don't matter, but I want to share with you, like, there was way more than one circumstance. And I see this in a lot of my clients. You probably, if you have been following me for quite some time, a lot of clients have these circumstances. Maybe a lot of you watching have these circumstances too. And it feels so annoying. Like you feel like there's no way all these circumstances will get rid of itself for me to get what I want, right? Because logically, you're always thinking about the how. You're always thinking about, oh, what steps need to be taken for this person to move on, this third party to leave, or my SP to come back and live in the same state as me, right? There's so many ways of you trying to figure this out, which you need to learn that you do not need to figure out the how. That's the dirty work. You are gods and goddesses. You do not need to lift a finger in worrying about the how. You can imagine some hows, but I promise you, this whole force knows the least resistant way how to bring you something. You don't know all the details in what's happening in your SP's life. You don't know how much they're thinking about you. I mean, obviously, if you're assuming it, you know, but like, you don't know how this universe is working in your favor to show you your desired outcome. And that's the fun part, is when things start playing out in your favor, you look back and you're like, oh my God, all that time I was doubting, all that time I was worrying, it still was working in my favor. Things were still moving along in my favor. Okay. So this client's circumstances were, there was a third party. Her SP was living with the third party. And he was, every time he would talk to her, even before there was a third party, or even before she found out there was a third party, every single time he would literally say, I'm not ready for commitment. I'm not ready for commitment. I'm not ready for commitment. You should move on. I'm not ready for commitment. Okay. So she had this strong evidence of this, which we all know that a lot of us take in that evidence and we try to work around it. Oh, he doesn't want commitment. Okay, maybe we'll just accept breadcrumbs. No, you don't have to settle. You don't have to settle. So don't worry about the outcomes, the things you've heard, the things you've seen. Remember, I don't know if you saw my last video. If you have not checked it out, it was like a 42-minute video, I think. I was just giving up all tips and tricks and all that. But like in my last video, I mentioned what happened a millisecond before now does not affect your now. In your now moment, you can create whatever you want. But most of us, we bring in that past info, we bring in all of that, and we make it a thing. We make, oh, this is what I saw, this is what I heard, so this is what it's going to be. It's probably going to take a long time because he said he's not ready for commitment. By the time he's going to be ready for commitment, it might take a few months. We start like literally creating a story in our head that does not have to be, right? If you've ever done this, comment down below. If this resonates with you so far, comment down below. I talk about this in my new course as well. I talk about literally how to maneuver through this and trust, and just so much in that course. It's just, I know, you guys, I know I've been through it, so I get it. I've been through like manifesting a third party out. I've been through really starting to identify from the old version of myself that was desperate, needy, not a priority, to becoming this version that is chosen, that heard all the excuses in the book, but still SP showed up. Like SP would give literally, oh, I'm not ready for commitment, this or that, right? Oh, this is the problem, that's the problem, it's not you, it's me, whatever. How many of you have heard that? I bet you even, most of you have even experienced that person saying that to you, but then a third party comes in and they're giving that person what you wanted, right? I don't intend that, but I've had clients that come to me and say that, and they want to get to the bottom of why that they're experiencing that. You can do this, you guys. It's never about them. You are the one. They are reflecting you. They are reflecting what you think is the reasonings, what you think. Sorry, you guys, that's Nico. Nick. Sorry. Everyone meet Nico. He's been debuting in my videos. Like a few videos back, he was there. He used to be super shy. Now he doesn't care. He's just like, while Ani's making her video, I'm going to be in it. I'm going to show my strong self-concept, my confident self. I don't care if she's talking. I don't care if the door is closed. I'm going to make her open it and show up in the video. I love thank you guys for commenting. And that last time he did show up, you guys are so cute. You're like, we want to see more of Nico. Manifestation just happened. So okay, her circumstances were there was a third party. He was living with her, and he was constantly like, no commitment, no commitment, no commitment. She worked on the course. She did the homework. We also met up for updates for how she's feeling. Nico, how she's feeling, how what she needs to do when she's feeling those ways, right? One thing she would do a lot, wake up anxious. One thing she would do a lot, battle with herself, resent SP for having a third party, resent SP for not choosing her. I've gone through that. I totally get it. Some of you may be going through that. Those are the moments you want to choose to invest in a better embodiment, a better version of yourself. I want you to literally tell yourself, I don't identify with this version of myself anymore. Because you will continuously feel that way and experience more things to match that version of yourself that you're trying to identify as. If you're identifying as the version of yourself that is seeing the lack, the version of yourself that is seeing not being chosen, not being prioritized, and you sit with it, you beat the drum of it, you're thinking, oh, they're probably together, they're probably having fun, I'm not there, how is this ever going to work for me? Nothing ever works for me, right? that same moment, you can invest in other thoughts or a feeling. Invest in a different feeling. I literally want you to tell yourself, it's not about him right now. How do I want to feel? What do I want to feed my subconscious? Because I'm investing and that's going to pay out later. How do I want to feel today? How can this go right? As she worked on herself, as she worked on calming that battle within her, and calming it can be in so many ways, you guys. So many ways. Breath work, meditation, affirming, scripting, inner conversations, working out even, calming that down, and really asking, or this is also a good way to identify, write down what you're feeling in that moment and what made you feel that. And ask yourself, what's the insecurity inside of me? Am I afraid that I'm going to not be chosen for the rest of my life? Is this what I'm really, truly afraid of? Am I afraid that I will be a failure? Am I afraid that my thoughts don't create my feelings, don't create my assumptions, don't create, and this is wishful thinking? Am I thinking that there's something against me? Literally, I want you to really try and answer those questions, because you will really get to the bottom of what those triggers are, and you'll be able to, the more you know thyself, the more you can maneuver through this easier, faster, better, smooth, effortless, and your journey will be so much more fun than a struggle. So at first, before my client manifested the third party out, she was thinking, and I've gone through this too, if you've gone through this, comment down below. She was thinking, oh, they need a fight, or something needs to happen where he's disappointed in her, or she lied to him, or something like this, so they can break up so he can be with me. That, I don't want you to think that way, you guys. Number one, because if you're wishing ill, like if you're wishing like something like that, number one, everything's going to be reflected back to you. You don't want that reflection back. Number two, I want you to pay attention to that. If you're thinking a fight is going to get, the only way your SP is going to come to you and choose you is because they had a fight with someone else, that's not you embodying the best version of yourself. That's you kind of walking on eggshells in a desperate way. Oh, only if they fight, he'll choose me. Otherwise, he won't choose me probably. Or only if that person lies to him or cheats on him or goes behind his back and does something, maybe then he'll choose me. Do not think that way. That's like the logical way of thinking, right? That's how we think of that. Like that's the only way people will break up or choose another. When I manifested my SP and the third party was removed, I literally just wanted it to be so mutual. Like I literally was like, no, we end up together because my man truly, truly feels the best connection with me and wants me and adores me. And he feels the difference. He feels the difference. And he just resonates. And the reason I desire this is because it's possible anyway. That reality is possible. I'm sorry, you guys. I just want to fix the lighting. Right? So also understand that the reason you desire this person is because that reality exists. What do I mean that reality exists? So we're going through this quantum world, right? There's parallel realities. There's realities where you're chosen, where you're not chosen, where you're cheated on, where you're not cheated on, where you're a queen or you feel super not prioritized. There's a reality where you're super rich. There's a reality where you're struggling. There's all these realities. And if you watched, I believe it wasn't my last video, maybe it was not last Friday's video, but the Friday before that, or maybe 2 Fridays before, where I talk about states and embodying states, right? So parallel realities. Take a deep breath and just imagine. There's all these lanes on the freeway. Each lane is a different reality. If you stay in one lane, that lane eventually you will exit to the experience of the lane you're in. So if you're in lack and you stay there, you're going to experience more lack. That's going to be your destination over and over again. If you are in a state of understanding how freaking incredible you are, and that in the meantime, you don't need to worry about this person telling you how incredible you are embodying it with yourself within over and over and over again throughout the day, most days, whether you believe it or not, whether you really trust it or not, you pour into you, okay? That lane that you stay in is going to take you to that destination of having rather than not having the lane next to it, right? So there's all these different lanes. And what we do as humans is we shift from lane to another, especially when you're learning this. Especially when you're learning this, we go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until the lack lane doesn't feel good. You're literally just like, I don't want to do this to myself anymore. I don't want to do this to myself anymore. I want to feel good, whether I'm getting evidence or not. I want to pour into me, whether I'm getting evidence or not. That is how you create what you want, you guys. And I talk about this so much in my new course, Master Your Mind, Manifest Your SP, where you're not going to feel exhausted all day, every day. That is literally a myth. Like, you don't have to drain yourself to get what you want. You don't have to script out 15,000 affirmations in one sitting to get what you want. For some people, that helps so much. But I don't want you to do anything out of a state of like fear of, oh my God, if I don't do this, I'm not going to get it, right? It's more of an embodiment. It's more of an understanding internally. It's more of a how to keep yourself on a day-to-day basis to get what you want. We work together, my client and I. SP is literally with her now. Third party is gone. And it really, really helped her to see the third party as just an actor in her movie, not an enemy. No one is an enemy in your reality until you say they are, until you create a story of this is why this person is an enemy. This is why this person cannot be trusted. This is why this person is ruining my life. You choose to create that story. It literally could, you're probably thinking like, no, I didn't want it like that. It just played out that way, right? Yeah, but what are you continuing how are you beating the drum going forward? Are you still seeing it that way? That's how I remove the third party too. The moment you don't see this as this person has power over you, and you drop that and you really understand, I only have power over myself. I have power over my situation because everyone is me pushed out. The reflection in your mirror, right? Like, the reflection can't do anything to me, but I can. It starts with me first. And remember, forgive them, for they do not know what they do. People in your reality don't know what they do because you're creating the storyline. You are creating the plot twist. You are creating the introduction, the middle, the ending, the happily ever after, or the not happily ever after. You gotta understand the basics. Everyone is you pushed out. People feel the energy you have about yourself and others. They feel if you're in a trusting place and if you're in a surrounding place, if you're not battling yourself and your energy, they feel that frequency and they want to come closer. But when you're battling and you're worrying about time, you're worrying about when is this going to happen? When you're worrying about, oh my God, I got to do so much techniques today to get this thing that I want, because if I don't do it, I won't get it. That desperation feeling, that lack feeling, everyone feels it around you. And you probably know this as well. Like, have you ever been having a bad day and it just keeps like a ripple effect after each other? It just keeps happening. People aren't picking up their phone calls. They're not showing up. The appointments are being canceled. So many things are happening because you're battling internally. It's not feeling good inside, and you're not doing anything to fix this inside first. You're just trying to manipulate the outside. Okay? I hope this video makes sense, you guys. I hope this helps. Remember, there's no competition. There's no one in your reality that has power over your experience but you. Wish everyone well. Happily ever after. things don't need to go bad in order for you to be chosen. You are born to be chosen. That's your birthright. You're born to be abundant just because you are. You're born to have your desire just because you are. But the middle scenario you create, the dialogue, is also in your control. Okay? That matters. If you guys are interested in my brand new course, Ani's Master Your Mind and Manifest Your SP Now, links will be in the description box down below. Just like all my other courses, I intend this one's going to be so successful too, and help you guys get out of that exhausted feeling, get out of that worry feeling, doubtful feeling, and really take control of your life, take control of your thoughts and your emotions, and embody the state you want to be, the version of yourself you want to be, and the version of your SP you want to manifest into. I love you guys. I will see you in the next video. I will also share more updates with this client too. So we're still meeting. She's still updating me. Third party's gone. He went from talking about no commitment, he's not ready for commitment, to really fully bringing the attention back onto my client and really, really stating all these reasons why she's the number one for him. Things can change, you guys. Literally, you woke up today, you're watching this video, you don't know what's going to happen in the evening that's in your favor. So please have fun. Please have fun, because the whole universe, this whole force wants you to enjoy yourself while it gets everything ready to push out for you, while it gets everything like pushing out, you know? I remember looking back, even the day I remember my SP was like, yeah, I don't want to be with that person, I want to be with you, and no hard feelings to that person, will still respect that person, will still, you know, everything was fine. That person moved on, they're living a better life for themselves. I want to be with you, Ani. When I got that breakthrough, that I did not wake up that day thinking that was going to happen. I literally woke up that day thinking, oh my God, what if like I never get what I want? You know? You can do this. I love you guys. I will see you in the next video.